Welcome to The Level, your spot where movies, TV, anime, gaming, and pop culture all collide. We're your hosts, Bruce, Rain, and the invisible guy, Skitty, bringing you hot takes, deep dives, and a whole lot of fun every Sunday live right here on Twitch. Missed the live show? No sweat. The full episode drops on YouTube the next day so you can catch up anytime. And a quick reminder, if you've got Amazon Prime, you got a free Twitch sub waiting for you each month. Use it on the level for ad-free viewing and exclusive perks. It's free for you, but it helps us keep the show rolling. Let's get into it. Rain, what you got?
Hey guys, did you miss us? We're back. And on this week episode of Now the Level, it sounds all like
Yeah.
mysterious
Ooh.
now. We're going to get into Ironheart. I know everybody ready to talk about it. Of course, we got to figure out what's going on in WWE since Night of Champions. We're going to give our reactions to the Fantastic Four final trailer.
Hey, Rain,
Huh?
you echoing.
I'm echoing.
Do you have it planned through anywhere else?
Okay, I turned it off. Am I still echoing?
No.
Okay, it's because I had it on my phone. Okay,
Uh,
well, I won't be able to interact as much on the
mm,
Twitch, but we are going to talk about the Fantastic Four first steps, final trailer, and then hopefully we'll get into our top 10 supervillains of all time.
All right.
So let's get into it. I don't know what to talk about first. I guess let's
You want to
talk about
let's start with Ironheart
WWE.
because it's complete.
Ironheart. Okay. Okay.
Now,
Ironheart. Okay.
we and all three of us, me, you, and Skitty,
Mhm.
were after the first three episodes, we was talking in the text thread a little bit, and I said I don't want to talk about the show until we come back live, and you were like, well, it's only three more episodes, so we can talk about it, I guess, then.
Mhm.
So what I felt after those first three episodes, I
Mhm.
felt the same way after the show was done.
Okay.
I was like, I had to write it down to make sure I had the same mindset. All right. From our 10 previous episodes up to this point, usually whenever I've reviewed shows, I've been like mostly positive. And I'm
Mhm.
wondering, like, I used to really didn't be like that about all things, but now I'm more positive about shows because I'm comic shows, especially because I just enjoy it. And I'm like happy that something that I used to could only read is now on TV or movie
Right.
theater. And I just want to lay that foundation for my explanation about how I feel about this. Um, I think I'm just at the age now where I just enjoy it. I just sit there and enjoy it for what it is instead of nitpicking over every small little detail. With that being said, I thoroughly enjoyed Ironheart. I loved it. I loved it. I mean, I'm not going to give it a 9 or a 10, but I want to see a season 2. Man.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. So we know that. Well, let me say this. I agree. I think for it to be 6 episodes and
Right.
what they had, the budget they had, the first 3 episodes, it kind of for me felt slow paced. I felt
Mhm.
like they could have summed it up in 2 episodes maybe, and we could have maybe got another episode. But when you see the whole thing put together and how the story is told, you
Right.
really are kind of just watching like you're literally watching the origin story. And it's
Right.
not just her origin story, it's so many origin stories in this particular show. And I think it went over a lot of people's heads.
Yep.
And I think that and you know, it might be in the culture in me, but I think the cast of minorities, a predominantly black cast, you know, providing an inner city like Chicago and using it as a foundation for a Marvel movie. Because normally we're in New York, we're
Mhm.
normally over there, and to give it both an origin story and more to tell, it was beautiful. I know we
Right.
all discussed about Ryan Coogler and his level of art as a director, but he
Mhm.
really created a strong foundation for a character that's normally not as big as she is, compared to her successor or her mentor. So I
Yeah.
was I enjoyed it too. I especially the last three episodes, it sold me. Once I watched, I was like, okay, I see what he was doing, I see what they was doing, and it ended so beautifully. But still like questionable. Like you still had a lot of questions even though it was like the end.
And
So
and and, and and shout out to Eric Voss for finally getting Mephisto. New rock
finally,
stars. I
did you
mean,
watch the
shout out.
video when he was like walking around like finally?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was so
Like I
excited.
think
Like
we all felt that. We
we
all
all
felt
felt it. We
that.
all felt it. We all felt it. So let me ask you a question. I
Yes.
got it. So let's talk about Ryan Coogler for a second. In his bag, they after two bangers, let's count Sinners and Ironheart, and
Mhm.
another predominantly strong project for Marvel.
Mhm.
Um, do you think that it would be safe to allow if Marvel considered allowing him to have more projects in the future? Do you think his type of style can carry? Because you know more about comics than me, obviously, because you have
I
the some of
mean,
the old style. But like thinking out the characters, like he's at Ironheart level. But think about obviously he did Black Panther, but outside of that, could he potentially provide what we need in the MCU for like some type of stability? Or when we go into mutants or characters like Mephisto, do you think he should be carried on through that?
so let me ask you this before
Hmm.
I answer your question. Let me add on a part to your question. Are
Okay.
you just when you say outside of the box, are you saying outside of minority characters or different types of like characters minority wise? Like you want Ryan Coogler to attack the traditional white superhero or more minority characters?
Like, what if he attacked X-Men? Like,
Oh, he could
even though we know X-Men is idea minority, but the physical look of the characters are traditionally white. Like, but
Ron.
could he?
I got
Yeah.
faith in Ron Killer killing X Men. I think really to me, I think Sinners and Ironheart will go on his resume when it come for them to figure out who they want to lead the charge with X-Men movies. Even though they just announced the new X-Men reboot. I don't know if it's a Sintel post or not, but they
Hmm.
showed the director and showed the X-Men movie coming out in 2027. I don't know if that was authentic or not, but I saw it on Twitter or X.
Okay.
But I could see Ryan Coogler like doing like doing any type of X-Men movie because X-Men is pretty much civil rights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
yeah.
Mm,
Okay. So let's get into just a little bit of the episodes and some
okay,
things
go ahead, do
that
your
kind of
thing.
stood out to me. Like, okay, so I put that Ezekiel Stain had the most justified villain origin story ever. And this because Riri, I love Riri, but she is a horrible criminal. Like she's a horrible criminal. And she is really selfish. A lot of people say the parallels between her and Tony Stark, despite, their financial stability, their upbringing, their genius makes them very selfish mind in their choices. And
Mhm.
she completely like dick Ezekiel. I felt so like I just felt bad. Like
Yeah,
how did you feel about that?
yeah, right.
Like it was just so bad. I was just like, he specifically told her, please don't get me caught because this is
Right.
black market tech with all my fingerprints over it. And what
Right.
she do? She drop it.
Got him caught.
It
Ridiculous.
was ridiculous. So how you feel about the? I guess not the real antagonist or the real villain. So we find out the real villain is Mephisto. But how do you feel about the Hood character and them slightly? I would say changing his story a little bit to fit the Ironheart storyline.
Now, I'm be honest with you, I ain't really know much about this guy. I did research after the fact or leading up to this show just to get familiar with him. So, I mean, from what I read to what they put on the small screen was totally fine with me. I mean, I'm glad they didn't go to where Dormammu and made it Mephisto. So
Yeah,
we definitely getting Ghost Rider now. So
yeah. And I agree with that. I had a conversation with somebody on Facebook about it. I said, we already know Dormammu. He's already established in the MCU. So it wasn't that bit of a change. MCU is used to changing things, obviously, for the screen. Like there's like sometimes it's
mhm.
subtle, sometimes it's big. But given that idea that Mephisto has been there all along, kind of like Agatha all
Yep.
along, like
Yep.
I made a joke like we didn't get him in WandaVision, we didn't get him in the Marvels, we didn't get him in
Right.
Doctor Strange, we didn't get it, we got a hit in Agatha, but the one place he showed up was in Ironheart, and it actually made like sense.
Right.
It just didn't seem wrong. Like,
Yeah,
like, oh, why is
it didn't seem like they tried to fit a square
forced
into
it?
a circle
Yeah.
or a circle into a square, however you say
Yeah.
that.
No, for real. Like it just felt right.
Right.
Now, how do you feel about Borat being Mephisto? Do you think that was a
Uh,
great into the Borat?
when they first showed him, I bust out laughing. Like that's because I find the Borat movies, I love them. I love them. So when I saw him, I was like, "Oh my goodness, this dude." But like when they was, I guess, making you think that was Dormammu, I was like, I could see him being Mephisto. But I mean, I didn't know at that point that that was Mephisto.
hmm
But
And
yeah,
he said it in the show. He was like, well, she was like, "Come on, Dormammu," and he was like, he got a little
yeah,
disoriented voice. He was like, "Dormammu, don't make me
yeah,
laugh."
yeah, yeah. I'm talking about when they first showed
Like him
the
as the
hood
kid.
talking to him.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but once we got to there, I was like, oh yeah, it's fire now. That's why I was like, oh, all I was thinking about was Ghost Rider. That's all I was thinking
Oh,
about.
you was like, "That's it. I'm ready."
Yep,
Okay.
yep, yep.
What about? Do you think? Okay. Do you think Riri took the deal? This has been a question I've been posing around
Yeah,
social media because we know comic book wise what happens, but the thing
right.
about the MCU is that they are famous for showing us one thing,
Hmm.
and it being the completely opposite, especially when it comes to supernatural shows. If we take into consideration WandaVision and the kids not being real, and
Hmm.
the what you call 'em not really being what's his name, the speedster. Like we take into consideration Agatha all along and Billy actually having the one making the witch's roll the whole time it was a lie. Like and
Hmm.
Mephisto is he's the devil. Well, a devil, the devil, however you want to put it. But his idea is to trick you, to
Right.
manipulate you into thinking, something is going to go your way, and to show the scene almost simultaneously. I know you probably like that part. Like as he was talking her through the deal, seeing the outcome of the deal, and we just get the handshake, but not the official shake, was like okay, are we watching a dream state? Are we watching a what if reality? Is this an option? If she did take the deal, what does that mean? Like, do you think she took the deal?
Be before you said what you said, everything you said, I just thought I mean, she took the deal, and we were seeing what next season of this will be like, or the future for Riri wherever she pops up at. But after you finished talking about your thoughts, damn, I didn't even think about that. So that could be a dream in the beginning of season two. If there is one, she could wake up and it could be season two, just regular stuff. So what do I think? I hope that that was real, and when we get season two, we get to explore that side of things, man. I mean, and then I know we're gonna have a cameo by Ghost Rider.
You ready for Ghost Ride?
Man, but yeah, for real. But yeah. I hope it's real, but if it's a dream, it's cool either way. I just enjoyed the show, and
Hmm.
I would like to explore more of Riri Williams and that whole thing. I liked it.
Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the AI Natalie. I enjoyed the magical component. So we get another
Mm.
introduction of a character, Zelma, from the comic,
Oh
Zelma
yeah, yeah,
Staten.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, which gives us the Doctor Strange school, the Magic
Strange
School, and
Academy.
Strange
Hmm.
Academy. Yeah, and you know that was a great introduction of the character as well. The actress that played her, I forget her name, but she's a really good actress. So,
Hmm.
and then the after credit scene where her and Parker, him
Hmm.
coming to her for help, you know, to see where that's going to take us as well. Another question, last question I have is, well, two-part question. Do you think Mephisto created Natalie, gave Riri the ability to have Natalie since the beginning in order to be able to get her into this deal? And the second part is he mentioned that he has multiple clients. Who do you think is his potentially maybe some of his clients, and how far do they go back?
Um, the Natalie thing, I don't right now,
Hmm.
Imma say I don't think he had anything to do with the first iteration of Natalie.
Okay.
And the second question, I wasn't prepared for this, so I'm not gonna take too long with it. Right, because I can get deep in thought and really try to break this down. But
Yeah, because he was like, I got
um,
clients. You're not my
yeah,
only.
I
He's like, you're not my
know.
only client.
Yeah, he had Ringo Starr and like some presidents. Oh yeah,
Some
William
Senate.
Shakespeare.
Hmm.
Uh, but probably like I don't. You think Tony Stark?
Some people said that maybe he had what was Ezekiel's thing? Abadiah's thing, his
Yeah,
father. Some
yeah.
people say maybe Kingpin. You know, there was a I
Oh,
saw I
don't
think it
talk
was
about my
chart.
guy, because we gonna get to that top 10 list. I will not take no King Ben disrespect. Go ahead.
I think Charlie Emergency Awesome. I think he was saying that back in Infinity Wars when they had the paper sign over for the Infinity Stones, that the name on it
Mhm.
was an annual what they call it uh a synonym for Mephisto, like one of his many names. Remember how you say he has many names?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
So
I found out that something like Mr. Mephistopheles or something from Cats is meant to be him, Mephisto.
oh,
Yeah, they
okay,
was like, that's another version because in the
okay,
movie, I guess the movie Cats, he was somebody that was given deals too. I don't know,
okay.
but yeah.
So yeah, they has many names. So I mean, I think the good thing is that leaving having that just one line opened up so
Mhm,
many possibilities in MCU, and again, it just canonized him better. It just made him
mm.
feel like he was seamlessly just always just in the background, just waiting for a moment to like show his little, Borat face. So shout out to
Very
shout out
nice.
to very nice, very nice. So yes, so official rating, what would you give it outside of the heinous? It's
Hold on.
better now on IMDb and Rotten Tomato, but at first it was horrible out there.
I
They was rating it bad.
damn, I should have pulled up my ratings list. Oh, I got them right here. Let me go here. I'm gonna go up to our categorized list. Um okay. So if I'm going to give this a rating, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. Let's just I don't even need to go further than that. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay, I agree. I think a solid 8 is
Yeah.
good. I
Yeah,
think
I'll
it
have to get
definitely
back
deserves a
to you.
solid 8.
I would have wrote it in my notepad, but I don't got time for it right now. So
I
I'll
gave it
remember it. I
a
gave it an 8. So you gave
so
it an
we had an
8
eight
too,
eight.
right?
Yeah, we had an 8.
Yeah. So we just
So
rounded off. It's an 8.
mhm.
Well, hold on. What did Skitty? You and he in the
He in the
chat. What
chat
you give it? Oh, he gave it a 7.
a
So
7.
what is it,
I
like a
think it's
7.8, something like that?
yeah, 7 plus 8 plus 8 divided by 3. Yeah, 7.7.
Okay. Uh, well, that's what we 7.7. I know he wanted to get in and say some shit. He hurting right now that he can type and not just talk.
I thought he was gonna join through the phone.
Oh, he could have, but I guess he don't want. He got this new PC and he ready to go. He was ready. Um,
Okay. Well, moving on. Let's go to the next topic. Um, let's go ahead and talk about. Well, I mean, since we're on the Marvel chain, I want to stay on it, right? So let's just
okay.
talk about Fantastic Four: First Steps, the final trailer. Man, when I say now that's the final trailer, that was a final trailer. Bravo! I
Yeah,
hope that
yeah, yeah,
movie is
yeah,
great. I
yeah,
hope it's
yeah,
great
yeah.
because the trailer itself. Oh, he's coming in. The
Oh, cause
trailer itself was
he ain't never tell me he
phenomenal.
needed it. I needed another invite. He was just sitting there. All right, I'm sorry, Abby. I'm about to mute myself, man. I'm done.
It's okay. Skitty, what's up, buddy? Can you hear us? Uh oh.
Nah, nah.
Uh,
I was definitely in my feelings a little bit. I had to go out and smoke a few because I was like, yeah, let me calm down. I don't wanna I don't wanna
you had to
cuss
put your
out some
arm up
folks.
against the window and just think about your thoughts with your blunt.
So,
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party, buddy. Now we are three.
but yeah, we in there. We in there.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Do
Okay,
your thing. I'm adjusting in the background.
got you. So we are about to talk. We're staying on the Marvel train. We see that you gave Ironheart a 7, so we factor that into our score. We had a 7.7 on Ironheart. Now we're about to talk about the Fantastic Four First Steps, the final trailer. So I said, now that's how you do a trailer because I think it was a phenomenal trailer. Like it gave us a new look at the Silver Surfer. It gave us Galactus. It gave us Baby Reed. It gave us the CGI. I hope the movie is good. The trailer, because I'm gonna be disappointed if it's not. So let's talk about how you guys feel. Are you confident now, or more confident with the final trailer? Do you have an idea where it's gonna go? How it's gonna lead to Doomsday? Any WTF moments? Let's talk about it.
Um, the trailer was fire because I remember reposting it. It was like, oh, they got me in there. This is what I was waiting to see. And when I seen like the Silver Surfer saying his
I held his
beginning,
beginning. I
your
held your
end.
ending.
Yo, that
I
joint
held
sound like
Galactus.
the
Yes.
movie with the atom bomb. What was it called?
Oh.
You know, it just came.
Oppenheimer.
I
Yeah,
Harold
Oppenheimer,
Galactus.
Yeah.
lime. I was like, yo, this is fire. And then I thought of something. Well, I didn't think of something. Some videos I was watching on YouTube got me thinking two things. One, I don't know if I said this to one of you before, but at the end of Thunderbolts, that rocket that was coming to I guess that they saw at the end
Mhm.
had, it was either four, or it had four
Yeah, it had
legs
the
at the end of the
forefront.
rocket. The
Mhm.
Fantastic Fours has three. So they was like, that could be Doom coming. I mean, acting like, hey,
Okay.
some stuff happening, whatever. Second thing, in your running the show ad that you sent out saying what we doing today, what we talking about, one of the things said predictions for Doomsday or whatever.
Mhm.
I think going forward after Doomsday, when it becomes the mutant saga, I think the star who they will revolve all of the whole story around is Franklin Richards. He's gonna be the prime mutant that everybody, like how Wolverine used to be the
The
main
Prime.
mutant
Mhm.
in X-Men. It's gonna be Franklin. But
Oh,
that's me.
hmm.
Whoever's
Okay.
next.
Okay. What you got, Skitty?
I mean, I still think that's the Fantastic Four ship.
He's
Yeah, I
so
mean,
determined.
I don't. I think
They could be running. They could be running.
Thunderbolts ruined it. It's like, nah, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. But nah, I like, yeah, I'm gonna stand on that though. I do think that's still the Fantastic Four in that ship. Do think uh some situation that Franklin, used his powers as a kid to send him away. Because remember, this is the same kid in the comics who turned Galactus into a toy. So not too sure. Other than that, I I'm still stuck for real, for real. But as far as the trailer, yeah, that trailer's fire. That trailer was fire. I just hope, I'm hoping, I'm just praying that it doesn't, fail. That's it. Like you said earlier, that's it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
all that hype just for it to, you know what I mean? Can't have it. Can't have it.
Well, let's talk about some things about the trailer. So let's note that in the trailer we see that they're basically trying to send Galactus away. They're finding ways to remove him from their universe. So keep that in mind from what you saw in the Thunderbolts, because if they failed at so many times, just to go to Skitty theory, and removing him, the best way is to leave, to go to a different universe and leave him there. It seems a little selfish for the Fantastic Four, but we'll see, right? We also want to know that Galactus needs a machine in order to consume his energy. So a lot of people know that Galactus can manipulate his size. So we see him from. Go ahead, bro.
Finish your statement so you don't forget it, and I'll come in after you. Just let me know.
Oh, okay, so we see him obviously in giant super world version. We see him almost kind of kaiju version as he's trampling through, the streets of, I'm assuming, New York or wherever they are at the time. So the whole point is to have Galactus is, they believe the plot so far is that he's basically coming for the baby. That is the source of energy that he wants to consume, because this is the most powerful source of energy that he's ever encountered in the universe. So he's basically coming. So you see the Silver Surfer actually attack the ship. What's it called? Excelsior, to try to use her power to take the baby from Sue while she's pregnant. That's one of the scenes in the trailer. So basically, we have Galactus and the Silver Surfer going after the baby, and we see them trying to find ways to remove Galactus from their universe. like different ways. So, with that being said, do you think they're going to succeed in removing Galactus, or do you think there's something more like what Skinny was saying? Is they going after a while they're going to be like, well, somebody got to go. Go ahead, bro.
I also think this you segued perfectly into what I wanted to talk about, because if you
Okay.
look at the trailer and go back to the old trailers, the people are actually like the regular civilians are actually like having picket signs like
Mhm.
give him the baby
You have
or
to
stuff
sacrifice the
like that.
baby.
So
Yeah.
they
Yep.
like now it's starting to make sense. So are they
Mhm.
really being selfish when they like, yo,
You
the
about to give up
world
my
is
baby for
attacking
the
us
world?
now, so let's escape and try to go somewhere else, and they wind up stumbling upon another Earth that Galactus is going to chase them to, because Galactus is supposed to be a all, I forgot the term, but he exists in every universe. The one of him exists in all universes. Like,
The Nexus band.
yeah, that
Mhm.
what and but there are different surfers. So we're
Mhm.
getting the female version in that universe. In ours, we'll get Norrin Rad, her hopefully. But I mean, either way, I don't care which one they give it. It's all these. I guess I ain't going to call them names, but it's people that stay off of my grass. People that don't like characters changing. I
Yeah.
understand Superman Kal-El is a white man, and I'll stand on that. But Aquaman can be Samoan. I'm just
He's all. I mean, he's a fish person. He's already like he's all. He could have been blue and no, like
right.
he could have been like. I never
But go
understood
ahead.
that. Like, but
All right. That's how
you got
that
something.
that that's just how I feel about that.
You got something to say, Skitty? You got real close to the screen.
because like I just wanted to make sure I get the right emotion about Aquaman.
I know you're about to say Aquaman can only be white.
I'm saying, here's what
We
I'm
need a
gonna
new
say:
third co-host.
making Jason Momoa Aquaman was a mistake. Period. We all know it. I don't want to. I don't care if he's Samoan, Chinese, Asian.
Just because
It
he
didn't
wasn't a
work.
good Aquaman doesn't mean he couldn't have been Aquaman. That's what we're saying.
All I'm saying is that the villains were the reason why the movie was a success.
Okay. More on Fantastic Four, a few more things. We also need to know that they don't have Avengers. They are their Earth's hero, as of what we see. So we need to assume that they are the only heroes of their Earth. So expecting, which is why we can expect Iron Man and everyone else to come to intervene because these are their Avengers. And what my brother said earlier, Bruce, the gold from the we believe in you signs to give up the baby signs as it transitions in that trailer to see the what type of turmoil they're going to go to. They're not only fighting Galactus, they're fighting Silver Surfer, and they're fighting their people to save their child. We also get some humor as we try to get the thing to say it's clobbering time. You see throughout the trailer. I think
I'm
he's going
not
to say it.
saying it.
He's going to say it. But we also get a look at bearded Fang, which also gives us a hint to time travel. That as Reed tries to figure out how to defeat Galactus, that at some point there will be some type of time manipulation, or if we want to say, time, what's it called?
Time jump.
The time, not what's the name of the place that Loki is at? The Tom place. What is the name of the? You're mute, brother. I could say variant. I could say
TVA,
time loop.
TVA,
The
TVA.
TVA.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
my bad.
thank you.
My bad.
So basically, the time manipulation or universal manipulation, using technology that we assume the TVA will manipulate from Reed, or a
Right.
version of Reed. So, um, what? Anything else I gotta say? I lost my train of thought because I just had like a what if what Skinny
I know
said
it
makes.
sucks, right? Because I got so much stuff going on in the background too. So, all
Oh my gosh.
right, we
But
good, we good, we good, we good. Come on, let's go, let's go.
but let's wrap it up. Okay. So as the trailer comes to close, we hear Sue voiceovers. Family is about connecting to something more than yourself, right? Um, is it me, or do you think that we are being, again, Marvel has a way of making us think things, right? That's not really there. Do you think we're going to see Doom in this movie? Like, do
We
you
better.
guys think he's going to be?
He's not going to
Oh,
be. He's not going to be in the movie.
Right.
Like they said, he's not going to be in the movie. But when them credits roll, we
It's just
better
hard
go
to
to
talk about,
Latveria.
a Fantastic Four movie without Dooms for a second. RIP to one of the goats, the Doom. We just
Right,
had
right,
our,
right,
one of the Dooms
right,
passed away, aka Cole,
right.
Julian. RIP to him. But it'd be weird to have a movie and he's not about them and he's not there even just in passing. Like if he was walking down the street, like, oh, that's Robert Downey Jr.
Hey, Ed, one more time. I just want to do
Mhm.
one more check. Do you have your sound coming out of anything where it could be an echo?
No, I don't. Test, 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 test.
Okay. It just maybe it's your mic because it sounds like you're in
Might be my
a
headphones.
hallway.
Maybe I need to take my headphones off.
It's cool. It's cool. But Skitty looked like he perturbed right now. What's wrong? What's wrong, Skid?
oh no, it's hot as hell in this motherfucker. I'm high as
No.
shit.
Oh. My
But
man got the high sweats right there up there.
but nah, god damn, I lost my train of thought. Go
Y'all
ahead,
both
it'll
got
come
a
back to
case of
me.
the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm
the
the one
highs.
usually forgetting stuff.
Right, right.
Well, I'll just say this. Okay, so Ralph, what's his name? I can never have to know my name. Eason, the guy who played Galactus.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I don't know your name.
he actually, they one of the little Easter eggs, or did you know facts? They actually made him wear a Galactus suit. Like they actually
Mm-hmm.
create a replica direct and have him basically walk through like a miniature version of the town during the
Mm-hmm.
scenes where he's like basically Godzilla in the town. So he actually is not a lot of CGI, it's a lot of, scale to fit, to give
Mm-hmm.
realism to the character, to make his features and his, galactusness like, better in the movie. So I thought that was a cool thing they did.
Okay.
So he won't look like fake, like or
Okay.
just a cloud eating the world.
No,
Oh
let's not. Let's not.
no,
Let's not.
let's
Come on.
oh no.
Come on.
Ah, I know
Nah,
I had to say it.
come
Space
on.
cloud.
Space
It was
cloud. Yum
it
yum
wasn't
yum
even
yum yum. Me
galactic.
hungry.
It was
Right.
space cloud.
It
It
And then
was
was
they
kind of
tried to
Galactus
sneak
hard.
fart.
the little shape, the little indentations in the
Yeah.
clouds with the flames. I was like,
It,
for real,
it was
for real,
Elias from Loki dressed as Galactus.
Yeah, it was trash, yo. Trash.
craziness.
Well, any other thoughts about Fantastic Four? Predictions for Doomsday?
I
It's
just
coming
Um,
out in a couple of weeks.
I just can't wait till Fantastic Four comes out. That's all I
yeah,
gotta say.
I'm geeked about fans. Like I said, I already got my ticket. So I got my tickets for both Superman and Fantastic Four. So I'm ready. I'm in there.
Okay, we
3D.
in there.
I want to see it all.
Yeah, that was probably really good seeing 3D, especially with Galactus. Dude, I might
Right,
consider that. Full experience, 4D immersed. I need the wind blowing. I want to feel like I'm on the rocket
right,
ship.
right.
Well, my final prediction is I think that Franklin Richards is the key to the movie. I think that this baby is going to be the solution in some way, and that's how we're going to get some timey wimey, mystical, twisted world version of them coming to our universe. I think the baby might save them and just kind of blip them to the universe. That's what it kind of feels like, but he's the key in some way. So we'll find out. And I also think this is not going to be the last time we see the Silver Surfer. At least that version of Silver Surfer. We might obviously get our version, but I don't think they're going to just like completely destroy her. I think they might just leave her like in a what if type of situation. So moving on. Time for WWE. Let's get it started. Night of Champions. Man, these pay-per-views, they just keep getting better and better. With the exception of Saturday Night Main Event, I was here for it. So let's talk about it. How did you guys feel about Night of Champions?
I didn't catch it.
You didn't catch it?
No. Is it on? Was that on Netflix?
Peacock.
Yeah. See, I gotta.
They was in Saudi Arabia, and I posted a meme where when Seth Rollins came out and they was like they thought Iran showed up to
um,
But nah, I don't got
Well,
Peacock.
all
Yeah.
right. So I'll let you know. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes beats Randy Orton. And it was a good match. I was really surprised. I did think the Legend Killer was going to take it. But to go with my prediction that Cody has to see John at SummerSlam, it only made sense for him to win. But during that match, Randy tries to basically RKO and he fails, and he has a hesitation where he isn't able to put Cody down, and Cody kind of went Homelander mode, and he was just 1, 2, 3. So Queen of the Ring was
that's
Jade
what I'm waiting for
versus.
you. I'm waiting for you to remind me of all the matches because
Okay.
yeah.
So Queen of the Ring was Jade versus Akisa, and obviously Jade won. Jade, she put the hurting on Akisa. She was not playing. We had the street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel, and Rhea Ripley ultimately wins.
Okay.
Sami Zayn finally meets Karrion Kross, and Sammy put the hurting on Karrion, and he was tired of him talking all that stuff in the background. The biggest thing was Solo beat Jacob Fatu for the United States champion. And that was a devastation. I don't think I saw that coming. And then the main event was John Cena versus CM Punk. And CM Punk came. You did see this, Skinny, because CM Punk came out to Punk Life. It's the basis of the
No, that
knowledge.
was SmackDown.
That was
That was Smack.
SmackDown.
That
Yeah,
was SmackDown? So he
Yeah.
didn't come out as Night of Champions like that?
no, he came. I thought he. I was wishing that they would have saved
Okay.
that for Night of Champions, but he came out on SmackDown to that and did the rap diss to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got
yeah,
you. Okay. Well, he did. Well, Night of Champions, CM Punk lost. It was a lot going on. Braun Breaker, all the Brawns, and Seth Rollins tried to cash in his money in the bank. And
Okay.
John Cena football punted that referee so far across the. You would thought he was in the match. I thought he hit Seth Rollins. I had to go back and watch it, and it was the referee. He was peacemaking
Oh
him. He was
yeah.
like, "Alley
He was,
He got him out of there. All you saw
He
with his,
dad going check yo like Ray Lewis out that joint.
he was like, you saw his legs go up too, Home Alone
Blickup.
style. For
like it
real.
was crazy. It was like R.I.P. It was put his start date, his end date in WWE. Oh man. But ultimately, John Cena wins over CM Punk as we expected because the tour is not over. So going into SmackDown and Raw this week, we had Jay get checked by Naomi. We had Cody basically bring praise to Randy Orton. We find out Liv Morgan did had to forfeit her title to what's that girl name? Roxanne Perez due to her injury. So now she's a part of the tag team champion. We got a full championship going in Judgment Day. 2 tag team champions, men and women. We got Dirty Dawn with the champion. So Judgment Day is looking on the up and up. And we also get a women's title match. Rhea Ripley is finally going to go against Io Sky at SummerSlam for the title. So, how you guys feel about SummerSlam? Do you think John Cena is going to lose against Cody Rhodes?
I always, well, I'm not going to say always. I've learned to just go with the easy answer with the WWE. Don't overcomplicate it.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes will win at SummerSlam. Even though he shouldn't, he's going to win. That's just how I feel.
How you feel, Skitty?
I mean, it looked like that's what the story is going with. That Cody Rhodes is going to be that, you know, I hold all the big title type situation type guy. So, you know, and also building a legacy, with his brothers and his father. So yeah, I have to go with Bruce.
Okay. Guys, I don't know. When
See,
you asked
some
me at WrestleMania, I was 100% believable that Cody was going to take the title from John Cena at SummerSlam. But just now, watching the last series of events and knowing that John Cena's tour is not over, it just doesn't make sense to him not to be a champion for the rest of his tour. Like that's the thing that kind of just throws me off, if that makes sense. Like, what he gonna do?
I'm gonna tell you like this. The reason why I feel, first of all, I've always felt Cena should have the title to the end, but
Hmm.
there's no way you can prove to me any other way that Cena will not retire as a bad guy.
No, I don't think. I don't
I'm just
think
putting
so.
that to you. And he
Yeah.
and for him not to retire a bad guy, he has to lose the title and come to his senses.
Right.
So
Right. I agree.
he's not.
I just don't. I don't know if Cody, because, and this is only because now we have Seth Rollins and Money in the Bank, and I don't really like Seth Rollins, and then we have Randy Orton going for the 15th time. I think there's a lot of factors, and I thought Cody was it because, but I feel like his hype, I feel like they're trying to make him the champion when he probably shouldn't be the champion right now. It just feels like John Cena would lose it to like Seth Rollins or someone else that would be more impactful to Cody Rhodes, and that will be the reason why. I'm still on the fence. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I if you go back to earlier episodes,
Uh-huh.
I said Cody Rhodes was going to beat John Cena for the title at SummerSlam. But just the way everything's been panning out, I feel like Cody might get upset. And
I
I
don't
don't.
feel Seth Rollins is going to be involved again in the SmackDown title picture. He's going to,
Mhm.
if I had this, they're going to make a prediction, it's during the Gunther versus Goldberg thing. This is me on the ledge. Goldberg is going to win the title in like in his last match, and
And
Seth is
immediately
going to
get
cash it
turned
in on
over.
him.
Immediately get landed. All you gonna see is the bronze. It's an easier title run, I agree, but they keep interjecting him in this CM Punk, John Cena, Cody Rhodes thing. Like they just keep not forcing him, but putting him in this place. And like you said, it makes sense for him to go after Gunther. And a lot of people have been speculating that Roman Reigns may return to SummerSlam, which also may pose a problem to who's going to win the championship. That's a lot of people speculating. Do you think he's going to show up, or do you think Roman's still on Daddy leave, Street Fighter leave?
And before you answer Skitty or Rain, you say something else. I want to shout out T
Okay.
Will. I've never seen him in our chat before. Welcome. I
Woo!
saw he
Shout
just
out.
followed us. Whatever. We appreciate it. I mean, also our links will be in the chat if you want to connect with us elsewhere too. But we appreciate you joining the Level Army. But go ahead. My bad.
Sorry, I was trying to mute myself to see if I could see the Twitch. I feel bad not in the comments. But I'm gonna figure it out next week. But yeah, so yeah, do you think Roman Reigns is gonna show up at SummerSlam? That's been everybody's on everybody's
I think he's gonna show up and fight Ryu in Street Fighter. I don't know what he gonna do.
Y'all
him.
knew. Y'all knew.
Look,
That's what,
yo,
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I'm going to be honest with y'all. Because I didn't catch wrestling this week. So I already knew I was going to be like mostly out of the conversation. So I've been like lining some stuff up, trying to catch up, silently on
yeah.
videos with
Before you say
wrestling.
something, Rain, we gonna wrap the wrestling up. Like when he finished saying what he's saying, you wrap up the wrestling conversation with whatever last topic of it you want to, so we can move on. Because I know he's in a funky mood today about that. So we got to get some bars from him today. So go ahead.
But as soon as y'all said that, it was like it just made my soul like crinkle and feel corrupted. Like we'll get to that though.
Okay, wait.
All right.
Sorry, I have myself on
Oh,
mute.
there she go.
Okay.
There she go.
So okay. So basically, last thing I want to wrap up with the WWE. Another thing that's on people, the women's pay per view is coming up. Women's WWE Evolution. It's an all women's pay per view. And Jade Jade Cargill and Naomi are also fighting the Evolution. I'm hoping the fight will be a lot better than it was at WrestleMania. But I want to say that I love this Naomi. I know Trish Stratus just came back. She's trying to win the champion with her old self. I love Trish, but she just needs to go home. But but I love this Naomi, and I think my prediction is they're gonna have Naomi take the title from Jade. So that's my early prediction. I think Jade is going to win the championship, and I think as soon as she wins, Naomi gonna
Another
proceed
cash
with
in.
caution.
Another. It's gonna be a cash in at Saturday night main event next week, and it's gonna be a cash in at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen. But shout out to Jade Cargill. She won her Queen of the Ring champion in full Storm attire. She looked just like Marvel Storm. So go ahead and cast her. Just let her play the role. I watch her. She don't gotta talk the whole movie. I just be like,
What? What?
She don't use no words.
You can
And
bench press me any day. Got me stuck.
before we leave the wrestling bar, I just want to
Okay.
shout out AEW. They bringing my love back for their brand of wrestling again. Shout out to the sickos. But that's it.
Okay. Let me charge this iPad. All right, so let's wrap it up before we get into our top 10, because I know we're ready for it. Wrap up conversation. Just a few things on a note. Let's just go ahead and get to it first. Street Fighter, the movie, has been confirmed. And on the confirmation, we have a list of confirmed actors. So far, we got Roman Reigns.
Keep
I
going.
can't remember
Keep
who
going.
else is on it.
Keep going. Keep going.
My
Oh,
man felt
man.
some type of way.
Mm.
So I gotta find. Oh man. Okay. But yeah, Roman Reigns has been confirmed, and along with some other speculated WWE characters, it leaves
Mm.
people, lovers of Street Fighter, wondering if this will be a good movie or will it be a flop. So how you guys feeling seeing so far the cast lineup? I'm gonna get the other names in a second. I know it has the dude who also played the recruit. He's a pretty good actor. I like him. He was in he does a lot of Netflix.
You
He
forgot
plays
about 50 Cent?
50 Cent.
He is ball rock.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That's not what needs to be laughed at. That's not what needs to be laughed at. Because I actually think that 50 Cent could pull off being a money hungry boxer.
Right.
I can see 50 Cent pulling that off. Ain't no amount of AI digital photos is going to convince me that Roman Reigns is a Kuma. I don't care. I don't care. I
Hey,
don't
yo,
care.
I gotta write the time down because I'm clipping this shit up,
I
boy.
don't care. Ain't nothing is going to convince me that.
Oh my
Cody
god.
Rhodes is God? What?
I
Now,
mean,
the look, the look. He has the look.
he does have the look.
But a martial artist,
Who
and
you
I'm
I
not
talking
gonna
about?
mean,
front,
Roman Reigns? You talking about Roman Reigns?
and I'm not
Cody
He
gonna
go,
Rhodes.
front. Like Cody Rhodes, love him to death, but I don't think my gal is gonna talk like this. I don't think he's gonna
with the
have a
list.
little lisp on him. You
He
know what I
like
mean? Like
he gonna be like Sonic Boom,
Sonic
Sonic
Boom. Yeah,
Boom.
like, like come on, man. Come on. Now, again, another one that
Hey.
makes sense. Another one that makes sense. Jason Momoa being Blanca.
Yeah, Jason Momoa
Better
being
than
Blanca.
being
Yeah.
Aquaman. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, he went from
He's
water
also
to fire. Yoga,
he also gonna
yoga,
be
play.
Loki.
But nah, man. I don't if I hope Roman Reigns understands that if if he doesn't pull this off, and it's not even just like the look. All right, yeah, he could possibly pull off the look. But it's the whole being the best of your art
Right.
type situation. How smooth of a martial artist is he going to be in this movie? Now, I digress. It took what? It took Keanu Reeves what, like 2 years, a year to look smooth on the Matrix. So if he ain't putting in that type work for this movie, and it's coming
I
out
think he
next
got it.
year,
But you gotta realize the Samoan culture, they practice a lot of lifestyle stances and body tolerance similar to martial art. And he's already a
there's a
wrestler.
horse stance in
Unlike
every form.
yeah,
I'm sorry, go
yeah.
ahead.
But I'm
My bad.
saying they practice
Okay.
in the Samoan culture when they practice, especially their warriors. They practice a lot of fighting styles that are very similar to martial artist. And he's already a trained athlete and a wrestler, unlike Keanu Reeves. I think with as long as he uses the training he has now, and obviously they're training him because he's been out, I think he has the possibility to be able to give us that form or a different look. Now, Cody Rhodes, but I think Roman Reigns is a little bit different because culturally he's already been conditioned to certain different type of fighting styles in his culture. That's what I'm saying. Because the same thing with The Rock. Like, you can say the thing about The Rock, but I mean, he was the Scorpion King, and look at him now. It's not a make or break for him. I think it's a Street Fighter movie. It's a game movie. Like I said, if we had hope for Mortal Kombat, and we done watched 3 Mortal Kombats, and let's be real, we love Mortal Kombat. But if you really look at them, they all were kind of not that great. But they were good for their time. So when you see a Street Fighter movie, you don't expect much of a storyline. You want to see ass kicking. As long as they do ass kicking well with a mid plot, they'll be good. Street Fighter 2 is going to come out. I promise.
One more time. One more time. All right.
Hold on, real quick before
Mhm.
you go off. I had to do it. We gotta separate her
Okay.
take from your take. So with the little brief intermission, I want to shout out first of all my sister's graphic tee. I see the flash on there. That's fire. I wanted to say that to you first, to acknowledge you first, because Skitty has one of my all-time favorite comic book covers. I just noticed that on that shirt.
Oh yeah, the McFarlane.
Oh
Oh yeah.
my god.
Oh yeah.
I got that
The,
book downstairs.
the McFarlane. Don't
Whoo!
real.
But after that, I wanted y'all to see my fresh Rick Leonardo da Vinci shirt. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, I
one
see
with the
it.
body.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
yeah.
body.
yeah, the
The
body.
man, John.
Okay, Rick.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
architect of man,
There you go.
John.
There you go. Fire. We had to acknowledge the graphic tees today. Skitty, take it away.
I don't care about no Samoan books. Like, nah, let me stop. I understand what you're saying, but let's be real. You know, as Akuma, he wasn't on anybody's list ever, ever to be. I mean, Roman Reigns. Yeah, let me say that. Roman Reigns wasn't on nobody's list to be Akuma. Like, nobody was like, oh, yeah, Roman Reigns should play Akuma. That would be good. That would be hype. Nah, that hurt my soul.
Right, right,
The whole Samoan martial arts though is still different from Shotokan. And that's what Ryu and Akuma's and Ken's martial arts is based off of. So
Yeah, I know it's
if,
different. I'm just saying you made it seem like he had no type of training. Like you used Keanu Reeves, which was not a good parallel to someone who's had training in multiple form of fighting
well,
styles.
I mean,
He's
they have the
literally
same.
a wrestler. Like
I, well, what
he trains every day.
I mean, it's not. Hold on, it's not. It wasn't. It wasn't a bad comparison compared to their discipline and how they do things. So that's why I was like, you know what I mean? I don't know if he has that discipline, but we're going to find out because if he fucks this up, I don't want to ever see him in a movie ever again. Like
You'll be
he
over
was
it. They
already
said
in
that about
Fast and the
John
Furious,
Cena.
and I
John
liked him
Cena was
in
the
that.
Marine.
He was good as he was good in Fast and the Furious. You know what I'm saying? He was great. He was great. Wasn't Cody Rhodes in a movie? Wasn't he a Marine?
No, that was John Cena. That's what I'm saying. You got
and
John
that
Cena
was
was
the
all
No.
Miz,
over it.
Miz,
Okay, it was the
Randy
Miz.
The
Orton.
Miz,
It was the Miz.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
It was the
Some
Miz.
wrestlers are movie stars, some aren't. We're going to find out
Right.
who.
Yeah.
They even had what's that dude who used to be in Mr. Kennedy? He even was a Marine.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought you
It was like the
again,
wrestler
Cody.
movies.
I mean, hopefully, like I said, hopefully this is going to be. Okay. Yes, I'm going to see it, hands down. You know, I've been waiting for this movie for a while now. Ever since I heard it was being developed, but then I got scared when they. Do they even have a director now?
Yeah, God. Well,
Like,
the movie is basically almost done at this point. It's going to be out
yeah,
next year.
but I thought like they ain't even get a director. I thought it was some other stuff still going on. But I mean, like I said, I just they better not fuck this up. I'm sorry, Roman Reigns. That ball better be smooth. I'm talking about every stomp, every fierce
Yeah.
punch,
When
fist.
he
That's what I'm
when he
saying.
turn
That's what
around,
I'm saying. He going to
when he
be.
turn around, that shit better light up on his back like
I think he gonna. Yeah, I think it's. I
And
think
his
y'all got it. I think because you talking about discipline,
and his
like that's how I'm saying. That's
Japanese
how I get
better
that
be on
parallel because
point
that
too.
culture. Now I don't know about the Japanese. You asking for a lot, Skitty.
he
No,
asking for a whole lot.
You
He asking
asking for
for
a lot, Skitty.
his
Come
name is
on.
Akuma.
That don't mean his
It's
Japanese gonna be on
Japan.
point.
And
Come on.
what do
That
you
you better
man,
be. You
it's
better be okay with them
I
subtitles.
could find a little black kid on Instagram right now named Akuma. I could find
No, no. We talking about Capcom, top knot, ripped clothes, big Buddha Japanese beads.
so you telling me I can't find a cosplay black kid?
Man, I ain't saying you can't find a cosplay back. If you over here trying to play legally, get out of
not
kick
not
that. Kick that.
not you just described the tribal chief.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I said Buddha.
Yo, you really just described
You
the
described the
tribal
tribal
chief
Nah,
chief.
nah, nah.
ponytail,
I'm not. Nah, y'all,
Randy.
y'all can
Randy.
co-sign the fuckery. I'm not co-signing the fuckery. I don't want to
See,
hear
it
none
was
of that shit. If I
when you
gotta
say it
die
like
on this
that, it
hill
was an easy
alone,
choice.
then I will die on this hill alone. So help me God. That
Look,
is
bro.
it.
I'm gonna tell you,
It's
when I
okay.
seen the cast for this, I automatically thought it was trash. Like I was like, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to have me some top grade marijuana, some Doritos,
He
and
said
some
the
zero sugar iced tea, and
Wait, hold on.
old
enjoy
man
that.
shit.
I got
You
dropped it.
feel me? Yeah. Hey,
I'm gonna have
hey.
my zero Coke,
Yes, Coke zero sugar.
zero.
Not coat. Y'all hilarious. Moving on. In parallel, we also get Mortal Kombat 2 live action trailer is set to drop by the end of this month. So, how do you guys feel about Mortal Kombat 2
I'm still saying they missed the bus on not
on the first?
casting the Miz as Johnny Cage. Like that that role
Yeah,
was
because it
made for
definitely ain't
him.
Zac Efron.
That's him. No, yeah, Zach Efron. And it definitely ain't my man from the boys. Like come on, yo.
Skinny, you don't know this backstory.
Here you go.
So when
Yo,
we
he
got
pissed off. Oh, this is one of them days. I've got so many numbers written down from when Skitty talked because I'm clipping this shit up.
you're
He
not you're
talked
not here
about trying to go viral on his page. No, no, no. I'm using your footage to go
you're not feeling
He's
go
Mortal
like,
Kombat 2,
you finna
Skinny.
make me rich. No, man. I mean, Mortal Kombat 2. As long as Cole's not on there, I'm kind of fine with that. I'm glad they're getting rid of him.
Yeah,
He shouldn't have been on there in
unnecessary
the first
character.
place. I don't care. Um, I is Carl? Who's Johnny Cage? Carl Urban, right?
Carl Urban. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, the man does got some skills. If you remember, he was a born boss. He was a born villain on what is it? Born supremacy.
Supremacy. I think. Yeah,
Supremacy.
I love
So
me some Jason Bourne.
he got as a washed up actor. So it's like him taking the aspects of Billy the Butcher
Mm-hmm.
and his skills as the assassin character on Bourne and kind of putting them together because Billy the Butcher he wasn't a I mean he was a washed up agent. You know what I'm saying? Like he played that part of somebody distraught wanting something back. And Carl Urban he's a great actor, man. His range is wild. I mean, from Xena to Hercules, my man was Cupid. My man was, you know what I mean? You know, he
Yeah, he has a pretty good
Dread
talented
2
card.
need to come out. Dread 2, I don't care. Dread 2, that was my right. Dread, that was my but again, not even though I frowned up my face on what you said, Bruce,
Mm-hmm.
I I would have preferred Miz. I would have preferred Miz
Yeah,
over Carl, even though Carl's my boy. He's my boy. But I think the Miz would have played an excellent Johnny Cage. But I think they were wanting to go with an older look, with him being
Okay.
washed up for years. But we'll see how it plays out. Hopefully they have more than just a few good fighting scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like the last one, because that hurt my soul. And yeah, that's about it. About it.
okay. All right, moving on. A couple things to note. We'll get into it obviously next week, but Squid Game season 3 has officially dropped all 8 episodes. Don't worry, we coming for the breakdown too, but make sure you guys watch it. I've only seen the first 1.5 episodes, and so far I'm keen in. So I'm not going to say too much or spoil anything for you guys. But
What you
social
say?
media spoils everything.
Which show you just talked about?
Squid
Squid Game
Game.
season 3.
Oh, yeah, I finished it. I finished it. I finished it.
Okay, I'll be finished by next week.
Okay, yeah,
Next
I ain't
week,
gonna
so
talk
we can
about it.
talk about it.
I ain't gonna talk about it.
Another thing, the Sandman season 2, the final season, part 1 has dropped.
This is like,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can
There
hear
we
you.
go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me? 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 Okay.
Can
All
Yes,
you
right.
yes,
I
hear
yes,
don't
us?
know
yes,
what's
yes,
going
yes,
on.
yes.
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Okay, hold on. Hold
All
on.
right, she's in there like swimwear.
I gotta remember. I gotta
Do
write down
re
this
mi
time.
fa so r
Oh
e
no.
r.
Oh no, no. No, no.
Yeah, he was going on. What the hell?
That
God dang
girl
it!
was not doing, yeah.
All
I
right,
wasn't
go
actually
ahead.
scared. All right. Well, just to wrap it up, the final thing on my list is the Demon Slayer first trailer
And
has
time out. Why
dropped.
your voice sounds so much better now? Like
I don't know.
before, it sounded like you was in a
Underwater.
hallway echoing, and I just let it go. I was like, she gonna hear what she sound like when she watched this video. So, but go ahead.
But yeah, the Demon Slayer trailer. Let's get into it. We're gonna get into the final arc is gonna be spread out over 4 movies, basically in 3 years. So did you guys see the Demon Slayer trailer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm I'm
yeah.
I'm 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 in there. I'm
I'm
in
gonna let
there.
y'all. I'm gonna let y'all
I
talk
just
about this.
can't
I
wait for
didn't
my
see it.
boy Zenetsu to finally get the proper
Oh
respect that
man.
he should have been got. Should have been got. I'm waiting for
If
that because he's locked in.
if one hit a quitter was a person, it be Zenetsu. Cause
Ooh.
all he needed is one move, and he is the baddest. One move made him a hot
Which
share.
one is
That's
him?
all.
Which one is?
He
Which one is?
That's the
the
yellow one with
lightning
the
one,
lightning.
the one who normally scared.
Oh, you talking about Sleepy Man?
Sleepy
Yeah.
man. Don't let
Yeah.
him go to
Oh, yeah.
sleep.
He fire. He fire. I didn't.
Don't
So
let him
I
go
done
to
designed a
sleep.
few T-shirts with him in there because I like the way they draw him with the lightning. So I've made a few
hmm
scenes with him in there. He fired. I like him though.
yeah, he's about to get
And then
to a
the fact
point
that he can
where
go to
he's
sleep
about
whenever.
to. Yeah, he could go to sleep
He can go to sleep
whenever.
whenever. But
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
I'm definitely because there's going to be some deaths too. There's going to be a few deaths that people not going to like. So I'm definitely geeked about that. Uh, but the animation, you foldable, beautiful. They are doing a beautiful job with Demon Slayer, and I'm hoping that it's a full length movie too. Because the last time I went to see a Demon Slayer movie, my daughter, me and my daughter was watching it, and they do it episodic. They don't do a full. Well, I mean, I don't know what they're doing with the this art, but you know how Dragon Ball they do a full feature length movie. Nah, they did an episode with episodes, and my daughter, as soon as the credits came up, she was like, "Is that it?" Real loud in the theater, and everybody's laughing. Like, and at first I looked at her too, like, yeah, like, did I just pay this money, this popcorn? You know what I'm saying? Like, just for this? And then one dude was like, "Nah, it's 2 other episodes," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So, but yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I suspect it would probably go that way only because they're basically taking a season and putting it into 4. So you might, I don't know if we're gonna get like maybe 3 episodes, a movie, something like that, but it would have to be episodic to tell each story individually because we got Zenetsu's story, and then we got the number 2 fight, and then we also eventually have Tanjiro and his fight against Muzan. So and all the fights in between as they take over the castle. So I think we might still get an episodic, but it might flow a little bit better since we are expecting a full, basically 3 episodes of a movie. So probably an hour and a half of each movie. We'll probably see kind of like what they did with Attack on Titan. Like the final episode was a movie, but it was kind of like 2 episodes in one. Like it'll probably kind of fold like that. Because Demon Slayer love a good storyline. They gotta tell you the backstory of why everybody doing why they doing what they doing when they doing it. So each character, even the demons, are gonna have their storylines of why they're in that battle. And there are a lot of deaths. There's a lot of deaths in this arc, but it is a hopeful arc. And at the end, I think that fans will love. People who already read the manga already know, but I think the way the story ends, it ends in a traumatic beauty. And I think that's what
And
we
I
can
know
appreciate about
nothing,
it.
and I'm going into it blind. And when people have tried to tell me, I'll be like, I'm just waiting
Won't
for the
tell you.
show. Yeah.
Won't tell you. Alrighty. Well, that's all I got on my list. Anybody else got anything for the wrap up conversation? Anything
I'm
that's coming
good
out that
because
you guys want to put out there in the atmosphere?
um
If not, we can get into the
I
top
had
10.
some shows ideas planned for some one-off shows, but they're on the back burner now. So for right now, other than every Sunday for the main pod, we got a Tokyo game show coming up in August. So that's the only thing I can think. Oh, and Comic Con, maybe Comic Con's one of those. But
Oh,
as
yeah.
of right now, let's just this. Y'all can just refer to the page for the schedule if something changes. So
Yep. And we'll get into Rick and Morty next week. Don't worry. We ain't forget because I know last week, this episode was great, but we don't got time for that. So let's get into the top 10
hold on, let's clear
supervillains.
it up.
Wait,
Stop for a minute.
pause,
Pause. Hold
transition.
on. We ain't even say goodbye.
Oh, the ending.
Yeah, we should have did that. So for everybody that watched the main pod today and will watch the top 10 at another time, we appreciate y'all stopping through. And until next week, signing out.